Good morning, Redwood, and happy Thursday. Let's see what's cooking in the kitchen for lunch today.
For lunch today, we're having a nacho bar with meat, chips, and salsa, refried beans, tossed salad, pineapple tidbits, applesauce cups, and your choice of milk.
And we have no birthdays today, so let's celebrate two other holidays instead. Today is the day that we honor National Day of the Deployed, and it's also Worldwide Howl at the Moon Night. Let me explain the first one. Deployed are those soldiers, men and women, who are away from their families. They're around the world, not just around the country, but around the world, and protecting freedoms, keeping people safe. And by doing so, they are making huge sacrifices. They are away from their families and their friends. Sometimes they're away from things that are comfortable. Sometimes they have to do jobs that most of us would never want to do because they're dirty or they're hot or they're super cold. It's not always a great job to be in the military because you have to do a lot of different things, and it's about keeping other people safe, sometimes not just yourself, but also their families. We want to honor the families and friends of those who are deployed because they also are giving up their people they care about and love. So today is the National Day of the Deployed. We want to honor them and say thank you to them for their service. Today is also, now this one's a bit more familiar to me, and it's one that's a little bit of my favorite, I'll be honest, is Worldwide Howl at the Moon Night. And wolves have an important part in our history. People thought that wolves had special powers back a long time ago, and so they would put them in songs and in stories. And in fact, wolves are an animal that is kind of not endangered, but is definitely in trouble or in crisis right now because there are so many hunters who take wolves down because they're afraid they might harm their livestock, their animals at their houses, things like that. And so this day is set aside to not only celebrate the wolf, but also raise awareness that wolves are typically not hurting people or animals. They're just part of our ecosystem and an important part of our environment. And so the best way to celebrate Worldwide Howl at the Moon Night, of course, is to howl at night tonight at the moon. If you need to practice your howls outside, notice I said outside, not inside, that might be a good idea. But howl at the moon night or Day of the Deployed, you pick the one or both to celebrate. No matter what, make it a great day today.
Just a few announcements. We have our Redwood Run tomorrow, and come dressed for some walking, some running, some track activity. The weather report, I checked it again last night. I didn't check it this morning. They were calling for, 53 degrees and some clouds. So 53 is not overly warm, but it's not uber cold either, so I think we should be fine. And I like that clear skies or just a little bit of clouds. We can handle that for sure. So come tomorrow prepared for the Redwood Run. Make sure you're wearing tennis shoes so you can do the walking from here over to the track and then do the track walking. I've had some teachers ask about the schedule. Just a reminder, if you go back to This Week at Redwood, the newsletter, it shows you at the very, in the middle, I guess it is, there's a section, the Need to Know, Nice to Know, and there's a link there. It's the blue word Here. You click on that, that'll take you to the schedule of the walking and structure information, things like that. So just a heads up information on that. I know as far as para schedule, we will be suspending our intervention schedule tomorrow because of the walk, and it kind of gets in the way of everything going on. So the best and easiest way to do it is to simply suspend it for that day. And then Mr. Wilmer is working on the schedule for paras and who they'll go with, that kind of thing. So just a heads up on that. Students, don't forget, still time to earn those pledges. If you have not already brought them in, tomorrow is a great day to bring them in. If you forget tomorrow, you can bring them in the next Monday. But if you bring them in tomorrow, it makes it a little bit easier for our PTO people because they can get everything counted and start to tally up and start to get those prize orders made, because we can't get prizes until we've ordered them. And we can't order them until we can pay for them. It's kind of funny how that all works, isn't it? So excellent job. I took in a whole bunch of money again today from a classroom, so keep it up. Work hard, work hard. Teachers, just a reminder, make sure that their names, students' names, are on those donation envelopes or slips or whatever so we can make sure the right student gets credit for the money they've raised. I've heard that there are already a few pie earners. I've been warned. But I guess that doesn't matter to me because, good grief, let me think. I got Mrs. Doro and Miss Harger and Miss Nevins and Mrs. Rawson and Mrs. Babb. And let me see. What else did I observe yesterday? I'm pretty sure I saw Mr. Hines, Mr. Wilmer, and Mr. Vatz after school. They were out shooting hoops, playing a game of pig. And the winner, they thought, should get to have the pie in his face. And again, I'm just a nice guy like this. I said to all of them, hey guys, you don't have to play this basketball game to compete. You can all have the chance to have a pie in your face. And again, hey, who would not want to throw a pie at Mr. Vatz or Mr. Hines or Mr. Wilmer? I might get in line for that someday. And so there you go. Lots of people to throw pies at besides me. I am no fun whatsoever. Trust me. I'm boring. I'm grouchy. So you don't want to do that. Let's see here. Hearing and vision screening, that's today. Makeups for the kindergarten, DK, K1ers, and we'll be finishing that up hopefully today. M&M Club. Congrats again to those kids who are part of M&M Club. I know we have some more kids who are preparing for it and signed up to take the test. Outstanding, awesome job. Keep it up. Those math facts, I tell you what, that'll make your math so much easier when you get those math facts memorized really, really quick. Perfect. Great job. Keep it up. Bathroom battle. Doesn't even rattle anymore. It's getting so full in there. So, yesterday, much better day. I knew you could do it. Thank you. I got one for each of you. So, we'll open up the trusty jar here and put them in. Next week we'll be drawing, remember. So today, keep that bathroom clean. Someone asked, do you do that at the end of the school day? I said, no. I go usually during the day, and I check in the bathrooms during the school day. So you just never know when I'm going to strike. Make sure you're keeping it clean. I'm looking, making sure I'm not forgetting anything. I have a short video from Mrs. Southworth and Ms. Weber's classes. They did a little bit of Reading Buddy work together a few weeks ago. So take a look at a brief video. Thank you, students, for reading together and for sharing a love of literature. I so appreciate that. Thank you, teachers, for making time for that and taking some pictures. And it's just that easy. So if you've got a few pictures of an activity teachers or a couple video clips, but you don't know what to do with it, you can talk to me or Mrs. Hall. Mr. Vatz knows how to do these things too, and a few other people. We'll help you out with getting those videos prepared. If you want to share, we'd love to see what's going on at Redwood. So share what those great things happening in your classroom, the great activities and learning and projects you're doing. We all love to see that stuff. At this time, would you please stand for the pledge?
And now from Mrs. Seifalt's class to help us with the pledge, we have
Landon and Chip. We're going to do the Boy Scout pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. That's it. Now,
thank you, pledge helpers. That was a great job, and everyone have a great day, learners.